Hi everyone, I'm going to show you guys how to differentiate cosec inverse x. So you can write it as y equals cosec inverse x, right? So this is what you have to differentiate, right? But you can't differentiate this straight away because you have an inverse function there. So what you're going to do is we're going to take cosec onto the left side. Cosec inverse on the left side. So when that happens, it becomes cosec y equals x, right? When you take cosec onto the other side, it becomes cosec inverse. So now let's differentiate it. Oh, wait. Before differentiating, we can do something else too. Because now you know cosec y is also 1 over sine y, right? So 1 over sine y equals x. Now let's subject sine y. So sine y equals 1 over x, right? Let's differentiate it now. So what's the differentiation of cos y? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just gave the answer straight away. So what's the differentiation of sine y? It's cos y, right? So when you differentiate sine y, you have to differentiate sine and the term you have inside, right? So what's the differentiation of y in terms of x? It's dy over dx. So the differentiation of sine y is cos y into dy over dx equals the differentiation of 1 over x. This So 1 over x is x to the power minus 1, right? So minus 1 comes down, and then the power becomes minus 1, right? So dy over dx equals minus 1 over, so x to the power minus 1 is x to the power minus 2, right? So you can take it down, saying x to the power 2 into cos y, right? So yeah, this is even differentiation, okay? But we need our terms in terms of x. So we have sine y equals 1 over x. So what's cos y going to be? So we know sine squared y plus cos squared y equals 1 over x, right? I'm sorry, what am I saying? Sine squared y plus cos squared y equals 1. I'm sorry, I'll be making a bunch of videos, so uh, I'm just jumbling things up. But yeah. I apologize for saying that. For saying sine squared y plus cos squared y equals 1 makes. So sine squared y plus cos squared y equals 1, right? You guys know that. So sine y is 1 over x, so 1 over x squared, right? Plus cos squared y equals 1. So cos squared y is 1 minus 1 over x squared, right? So what's cos squared y? You can find the common denominator, so it's x squared minus 1 over x squared, right? So cos y equals root x squared minus 1 over root x squared, right? So we have cos y equals root x squared minus 1 over plus or minus x, right? You can write it like that. So I'm not writing plus or minus for the numerator because it's still the root, right? We didn't get a solution for them. We can't because you can't simplify but root x squared, you can get the answer, right? That's why it's plus or minus. So basically plus or minus should be here. But since we don't have to put that for a numerator because we didn't find the answer for that, but we found the answer for the denominator, I'm going to put plus or minus for that. Okay, so I want to show you guys something. Right? So modulus x equals to plus x and minus x, right? Because you have two options. You can either put a positive value for x or a negative value for x. You get the same answer, right? So if you put minus 1 to x, you get 1. And if you put 1 to x, you get 1. It's the same thing. So you can say plus or minus x is modulus x. Okay? I hope you all understood that. If you guys have any doubts with that, please drop a comment. So cos y equals x squared minus 1 over modulus x. Okay? So now let's put that in to our differentiation. So dy over dx equals 1 over x squared into root x squared minus 1 over modulus x. We could also, without putting in modulus x right now, you could also do it like this if you want to. So you could write 1 over x squared into root x squared minus 1 over plus or minus x. You can put that again if you. There are two ways. You can either take it to the top, the numerator, and leave that as your final answer. But you can simplify it further if you want, like this. So modulus x is plus or minus x, right? So now if I divide x squared by x, I get x. If I divide x squared by minus x, I get minus x. Right? Can you see? It's again going to be modulus x, right? So basically, x squared divided by modulus x is a modulus x, right? You get the same thing. So therefore, you can leave your answers dy over dx equals 1 over modulus x root x squared minus 1. And there was a minus, right? There was a minus. I forgot that. But in dy over dx was minus 1 over here. So this is minus. That is your final answer. If you guys have any doubts, please drop a comment. I'll help you guys out. And if you guys like my teaching, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a great day.